Alright guys, so I just took a picture of a game that I had like an hour ago, and this is like the potential this deck has, and especially in this meta, it's absolutely insane. And as you can see, it generated 538 power, and there's so many more games where it generated over 60-70 power onto the board, which is also not just very nice for finishing quests where you require to have power on the board, but in general, it's just an insane deck, especially in the meta now. I've been beating Galactus decks with it, I've been beaten quite a few, even Shuri decks and so on. The only problem, of course, this deck and every unrevealed deck has is Shang-Chi or Cosmo, but the idea of this deck is to play hardcore plays when you know that you're first drawing. So it's very important. This is like one of the biggest tips I can give people. I D-ranked down to 58. That was insane. I D-ranked to 58. I was completely burnt out and I didn't know what to do anymore. And then I started researching a little bit, and I came over this, I found this Reddit post that I saw on Google, and this Reddit post said that you should really know with anything on reveal, and basically every deck in this game, that you should know when you're gonna draw first and when your opponent is gonna draw first. So what I usually used to think, and this is important information, this is why I'm gonna keep this intro a little bit longer, not because I want to talk about the cards. It's very important that you know this. What I thought was that when you start drawing the cards, next turn is your opponent, and then it's me again, then it's your opponent again, then it's me again, then it's the opponent again. But that's not how this game works. This game actually works different. So when you start off, the first turn is random. So it's either you or your opponent is going to draw first, which is going to give you a huge advantage. If you're going to draw first, and you're going to keep the highest power onto the board and win the most locations. So the most important thing is, if you win more locations than your opponent, you're going to draw the next turn first. Very important information to know. If you both have the same equaled out, for example, your opponent won a location and I won a location, but you have more power altogether onto the board, you're gonna draw first. And this is crucial for unrevealed decks, especially for Black Panther, White Tiger, Wong decks in general. This is absolutely crucial to know when you're gonna draw first and who's gonna draw first. Because if you don't, you're usually gonna end up in plays where you're gonna play Wong, and then your opponent, you're gonna play Black Panther or something, and then your opponent is gonna play whatever, like Shang-Chi or Cosmo, which is going to absolutely demolish you. But if you know how to prepare your Wong for turn in general, then you're much better off in this case with this deck and with many other decks as well. So here's the deck that I'm going to be playing. I don't know why it's called deck, and it's going to call it Black Wongers. It's the combination between Black Panther and Wong. This is a very basic Black Panther deck, and this season, last season, it wasn't actually doing so well. It was about a 52-53% win rate altogether. But in this season, we are on 58 to 59% win chance with this Black Panther deck. And it's absolutely insane. It's a lot of fun to play. You have a lot of different possibilities. You don't always have to play Wong, Black Panther, and Arnim Zola. You can play Wong, White Tiger, Dr. Doom. You can play Wong, White Tiger, and then Odin, which is going to basically zoo your entire board with White Tigers. And you have a lot of startups that are going to get you the win, especially with Storm, where you're gonna lock out people out of a lane. It doesn't matter if you win it or not. If you play Wong and White Tiger and Black Panther, Wong, Black Panther, and Arnim Zola, it's definitely gonna go into your Storm lane, and it's gonna be like 30 to 50 power onto the board. It's absolutely insane. Of course, Dr. Doom works magic here as well. If you have good locations where Dr. Doom is only gonna cost 5, in general, you can do Wong, Dr. Doom, Odin. Double Doom is always very strong. If you have Bar Sinister, you can literally do Quadro Doom. I actually won games with that as well. And we're gonna get straight into some games. I hope that I can give you some nice guide on this deck, because it's absolutely beautiful. And don't get discouraged if you're gonna lose early on, because I have been losing quite a lot early on as well. But yeah, I'm gonna give you some tips along the way. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is absolutely a meta deck right now, and I'm climbing back up. I was on 58, 57, somewhere along those lines this morning actually, and then I climbed back to 66. And I think this is one of the most crucial tips that I've ever had playing this game, knowing who's gonna open up the cards. And many people don't know this. This is why this is such a crucial step to become a better player at Marvel Snap. So let's get into some games. Let me stop talking, but this was really important. Usually I really want to start early with the gameplay, but this one was very important for everybody to know. It's absolutely crucial, and it's a great tip, especially if you're in the intermediate to beginner to, you know, just intermediate players. So let's get into it. My god, somebody's playing some really loud music outside. Not that I care, you know, I used to do the same thing, so I don't mind people playing loud music, but it's just wanted to shout it out. Alright, so we start off. We both couldn't play first, so that's actually not good. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing, after you play a card, swap it with a card in your deck. So this is the Quantum Tunnel. I have to be careful with that because what I initially want is my Black Panther to roll out on Quantum Tunnel, but I have to see what the third one is going to be. He's like, oh, that is pretty good though. Still, we're pretty good on the right track here. I'm gonna lock out my opponent. He's actually gonna snap. That's interesting. Of course, Wongers would be very nice, but I do believe that I still have a pretty good winning hand right now. But that will turn out. Maybe we have a Galactus. I don't know. Let's see, because the Quantum Tunnel can cause all sorts of trouble. But okay, Electra's gonna go in, so we do have possibly a potential double doom, so we have to be careful with that. Wave is gonna go onto the board. That is quite interesting. If we get Wongers, oh my god, that's nice, because we can draw first. I'm actually going to continue going with the Wongers play that I have, especially with Black Panther. Now, if he's not going to lock me out with anything significant, I might still be able to pull off a pretty good play, because he's probably going to be focusing on playing on the flooded lane to at least have a little bit more power on there, but he's not, and okay, that's fine. Let's see what we have. We have Sandman. We can still beat a Sandman. That's actually pretty interesting. It's flooded, and I don't think that he's going to be beating this, although he could go for a double doom. Oh, sorry, for a double doom. I have a very potential strong play here. I have to really watch. I believe I can really win this, but oh my god, we have Leech. Leech. Oh wait, Leech didn't work. Wait, did it? Oh, it didn't. Oh, that was a mistake on my friend's mistake. Oh my god, look at this. If Wong is... Okay, that's fine though. Let's go for that. It's probably going to be Doom. But, what a strong play. I mean, look at this. This is just insane. 45-32. I would be seriously surprised if there would be something that could take me out. But I highly doubt that. That's an 8-cuber. Oh my god, that's an 8-cuber. Oh, that was painful. But yeah, this is how the deck works, you know. You kind of like build up more power in the beginning than your opponent, so you can draw first. And once you know you're able to draw first, you can go ballistic with it. A turn 3 Storm is usually pretty good. I mean, in this case, my opponent didn't do what I was saying, but usually I had it quite a few times. If you play Storm in turn 3, flood the gates, then you're gonna bring in Wong onto a lane. Usually the person is not gonna play into the Wong lane. It was kind of surprising that this happened, but usually they try to equal out the flooded lanes and try to do something with that, so you at least have a free Wong onto the lane, and then you can literally see if you play Black Panther on it, you're supposed to some sort win at least the next draw, and once you do that, it's unstoppable. It's unstoppable. It's an unstoppable force. It really is. So I've been just ranking up with this. Like I said, I was on 57, 58. It was just really bad. I was very burnt out, and I had to take a little bit of time to just realize what I want to do with this game and how far do I want to go. So I went back to the drawing board and, you know, try to get better and go for some tips and tricks, and they really helped. So I want to share that with you guys. Let's do another game. Yeah, I dropped really hard. Last season I was on 108 because I found this magical deck, which was my MODOK deck that I just made so much rank with. And then this season I stopped playing it because I kind of got bored of it. I'm pretty sure I could get back to Infinite with it, but I just didn't want to. I just felt like something was missing, and it just felt like I wasn't really good at the game. And because I was just always doing the same procedure and the same procedure and the same procedure. So, yeah, that's what initially happened, and, kinda... Okay, so, whatever. Let's get back into the game. So, we're gonna take out, Attilan, because I don't want... This is, by the way, one of the strongest, one of the absolute strongest locations for this deck. It's just so strong. Okay, so the Void is gonna go over. He's probably gonna try to snap it over to me. I'm pretty sure he does, but whatever. I'm just really hoping that I'm gonna draw into Arnim Zola. If I don't... I'm probably gonna be leaving because I don't have Odin either. What I could have done is White Tiger and then Odin, which would almost fill all of these lanes with +7s. But we'll see, because right now it looks also pretty bad with the drawing first part. You can see if that just one Cosmo could completely destroy everything. If I'm gonna draw into Arnim Zola, I'm probably gonna go for it. But let me see, and it's Odin, so I can't win with Doom. I could do something with this here. What do I have? Wong, Black Panther. I could win this lane here, or I could, yeah, I need power onto the other board. This would be really lucky if I would win this, because the White Tiger has to go onto the flooded lanes twice, which is very unlikely for it to happen. But I could also go onto this lane. Let's just try. Let's just see where this goes. I mean, 2 cubers, I don't really mind. I don't mind 2 cubers. Okay, Hazmat is gonna do whatever Hazmat does. And let's see. Drawing last actually worked a little bit for us here in our favor. Okay, we got this lane, and now we have to see where this is gonna go. If this is gonna split up. Oh, there we go. Nice. Like I said, Dark Dimensions is a absolute... This is the second game in a row, right, by the way. Dark Dimensions is great. Really good for this deck. I mean, you could also use Invisible Woman if you want to. There's technically speaks nothing against it. So if you don't have a particular card in this deck, you could potentially exchange it for that. But there's a few key cards in here that you really need. Let's go over them real quick. So we have Wong, obviously very important. Black Panther is very important too. And Arnim Zola is very important. Now, if you don't have Doom and you only have White Tiger, that's fine. You need Odin, but I think most of you should have Odin since he's pool 1, I think. Storm is quite important, but you don't need. Wolfsbane is not necessarily important, and none of these guys are really important. You can basically exchange the first 4 cards with anything that puts you into a better position and gives you a little bit more power. So I would say it's a very versatile deck because you can make a lot of changes to it too. So yeah, let's get into another game, to the last game for today, 3 plays, and yeah, then I gotta continue the hustle and the work. Come on, let's make it 3 games in a row. That would be nice. That would be dope. It's nice weather. You know, here in Germany we're gonna get some good weather. We have a potential, something, right? That's pretty good. So I'm gonna go onto that lane. I'm gonna try to always work on one lane. Corgi is annoying, thank you. It's gonna mix up my everything. Okay, Asgard, interesting. But I got nothing. So Sunspot is kind of really helping me out here. And my opponent has nothing as well. Interesting. Let's see what we get. If we have something that we can maybe Scorpion or something. Nothing. Wow. That is painful to watch. Oh, that is great. That is great news. Playing Cosmo early is beautiful. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if this is a potential good play, but I think I can win that lane easily. I can cause some havoc and some damage. Do I draw first? I think I will, right? No, my opponent has more power. So I'm gonna do Black Panther Arnim Zola. Because on Asgard, I don't know what you could... I mean, yeah, Null and stuff, but nothing has been really destroyed. Oh, okay. 18. That's on 8. That's 16. So he's not supposed to play anything here. Now, I could go with that, literally. Yeah, this is not very smart of me now, so I'm gonna go with Doom, probably. Because I know I don't have this, that's for sure. Let's go with Doom, because it would be 16, right? Okay, so he's moving it over. That's actually quite good for us. Let me see. Or is it, though? Why would you play Mystique? I think Mystique was trying to copy Devil Dino, but I think he made some mistake with the order or something. Oh no, wait. It's Cosmo. Forgot. Cosmo'd himself. He could have won this, but he laid Cosmo, so he didn't. Anyways, yeah, ranked to 67 now. I'm gonna push through to 70 today. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and this is a great deck, trust me. This is really cool, especially for the intermediate players out there to just become better at this game. This is really important. Who draws first? Remember this, just remember this, take note of it. Even if it doesn't work for you in the beginning, take note of who draws first. And if you start looking at that, and if you try to build towards that, you're going to become a better player. If you're building towards drawing first, which means you're always going to be one step ahead of your opponent, you're always going to have more power on the board, you're going to have more lanes winning, and that will initially get you to the W. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to, maybe I'm lucky and I get to infinite this season again. We'll see. Let's see. Last season was 108, you know. My goal is, because I dropped hard, I would like to go back to 80. So let's see if that's gonna happen or not. Yeah, by the time then I hopefully don't have that helmet on my head anymore. And then I'll see you in the next video. This is pure laziness. Peace out.